Hope you all had a. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, Rashmi.
That is express gratitude for fathers, parents, family, friends, community, Mother Earth, for living, knowledge, and blessings. We will continue from the book Mind of the Soul, Master Gary and Linda. Last time we saw unconscious choice that whenever we are not aware of the parts of our personality, then we create or we have unconscious to unconscious.
Sorry,
Mm.
Rashmi ji, your voice
Mhm.
is kind of breaking
Taking?
there.
Oh, oh, give me a second. I will see.
Yeah, please.
Am I audible now? Is it okay now?
Yes, this is very good. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I will continue wisdom from the book The Mind of the Soul by Master Gary and Linda. So last time we saw unconscious choice because we are not aware of different parts of our personality. So today in chapter 8, we'll see about conscious choice. So author is saying conscious choices require awareness of intentions of different parts of our personality. If we don't know the intention of different parts of personality, that puts into conflicts. Mm. So he's saying, for example, now shopping. Some people they do shopping during the lunch break of work hours. That's the appears to be a conscious choice, but the other part of the personality may want to come late after doing shopping so that you know the boss can fire him or her because of the torn relationship between boss and the employee. So there are different aspects to a particular choice, different personality. Not only one personality will like it, but there are different parts of personality which will have different intention. That's what the author is saying. So knowing the intention of the different parts of your personality allows you to choose among them, which puts you at the steering wheel. That means you take control of your decision. You become the driver of the car instead of the passenger. And the author gives an example of driver aspect and the passenger aspect. Mm. He says you are at work and all you can think of is going on vacation. Mm. So you're doing one thing, but at the same time, there is part of your personality which wanted something else. Second example he is giving, you want to be loving to your spouse, but you are angry about what she said before breakfast. Another example, you love your sister, but you feel jealous, remembering how she used to get all your parents' attention. So, author is saying, with this experiences clearly in mind, ask yourself, where do I really want to go? Where do the other parts of my personality want to go? Then make your choice. This is when you are aware of what a part of your personality wants and you choose otherwise instead, you make a conscious choice. You challenge that part of your personality, and that is how you change it. We have frightened parts of our personality. So he compares it with the physics. We know that until a body in motion meets a force, its direction of travel remains unchanged. Physics law. So he says every frightened parts of our personality is considered as a moving object. Okay. Until it is faced with a force, it will not change. The direction will not change. So he says first to become aware of the frightened part, recognize it, and only then we can affect it. Otherwise, it affects you. He then gives an example angry. Okay, you become aware of a frightened part of your personality that is angry by feeling uncomfortable physical sensation and you are enraged, and then you choose not to speak in anger even while you are trembling with rage. You challenge the angry part of your personality, which is different from suppressing, repressing, or denying your anger. Instead, you feel it and then you decide whether to act on it. When you choose not to act on your anger, you challenge it with the force of your will, and you also avoid the difficult experiences that part of your personality would have created. So, this is a conscious choice that you don't want to speak when you are angry, and you are not suppressing it or repressing it, but you are aware that you are angry and you choose not to speak in anger. Okay. Then the author says, compares that imagine you are in a large house party and some of the guests are kind, some are angry, some are impatient, some are jealous, some are gentle. So you welcome all guests, isn't it? So he says that the house represents your personality and the guest different parts of your personality. He is giving this analogy that house represents your personality and the guest different parts of your personality. So all have been invited by your soul. You stand at the door greeting them. If you're not aware that each has an invitation from your soul, you will welcome some and ignore others, and still others you will try to throw out. On the other hand, if you know how special the guests are, you will greet even the loud, angry, jealous, and frightened ones. So he says, you are always at this party. It began when you were born and it will end when you die. So we have to understand or welcome all parts of our personality and address, become aware, and change. So when you challenge frightened parts of your personality, no matter how strong they are, they begin to lose their power over you. So what we have to do is we have to place your will between their impulses and your actions. And then you can choose to say that, choose to say what you want to say, do, create, and not what they want to say, do, and create. They, in the sense, the frightened parts of your personality. So when you know all the parts of your personality, you can place your will between their impulses and your actions. Like the example he has given, that when you are angry, you became aware and you choose not to act on that anger. So you brought your will. Will is a force. So for a moving object, so frightened part the angry part is a moving object. So you brought force, that is your will, between it, so that the direction of its travel change. So instead of blasting and all, you chose to remain silent, feel that anger and understand it, became aware of it, and then you choose to take an actions. Act. So this is very important. I'm reading it again. When you know all the parts of your personality, you can place your will between their impulses and your actions. So this is what the author describes in this chapter, conscious choice. Anyone wants to add their input or their experience, please feel free to share.
Thanks a lot, Rashmi ji. Very wonderful wisdom. It sounds like very complex at the same time, complex in the sense that, to witness, acknowledge every aspect of the personality. And this is almost impossible when a person is not aware, yet it becomes a play, a fun, an experience when we become aware. And the key is indeed the awareness. As we become aware, automatically we give room to make a conscious effort and a conscious choice at the same time, without rejecting the other aspects that we become aware of. So very beautiful how the author had explained with examples of the guests being invited. So we are, as I think, and from my experience, the moment we are aware, which means anyone who is meditating more and more, they are more and more aware, and we can witness and notice that how we are making conscious choices. So thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ramji, for a beautiful summary and just anyone else wants to share?
I have a question. Thank you so much for the meditation and also the session. When you said that is the conscious choices we make, like the best example would be I'm working and I need to go for a vacation. Yes, half of the part, it's not like half, more than the half the part is on the vacation only. So how do I really get back that half of the part of me to work? Because it's there, it is having a dual aspects. So how do I really get that back? Thank you.
Ramji, you want to answer? I think the last one, what I read, no, you need to bring your will between their impulses. So going for a vacation is an impulse, while you're working. So you have to get aware that, yeah, that's other part of your personality. Then you have to make a conscious choice. See, when you are at work, I think Patriji also says give 100% where what you are doing, isn't it? So I think it's a mixture of everything. And Ramji, you can add if anything.
That's perfect, Rashmi ji. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, this is my concern also, because I don't want to be in that duality, but automatically the mind, you're absolutely right that the mind goes automatically. And it is at the current situation, it was like that yesterday. I had the same. I have to work, but the whole time it was on a vacation, so I have to leave the office. So I said that okay, I cannot work, and then I left. I was not able to bring back that the second part of the choice to the first part. Hey guy, like first you finish your work and then, but the second part of this vacation was pulling more for me. So that there was the two choices. I couldn't do it, so I have to end it. That was a really beautiful session, actually. Thank you. Understood.
I hope, yeah, thank you, Madhvi, for posing this question. Yeah.
Namaste, masters. Thank you, Rashmi ji, for the beautiful meditation. It's lovely and it's very nice information, and it is again we can practice in our day-to-day life. I really loved the author's explanation about our intent when we are doing something, or like why when we go for shopping. So the intent was we have to do it in our spare time. So that really beautifully explained, because I mean, uh, I can give my example. So before I work I work as a GP and I'm a general practitioner. So when something like the partner's question, as an employee, I used to think like they can do whatever they want. They used to live in between practice and work and come back and all those stuff, but we can't do it, or all those stuff. But now, after getting into meditation, it gives us that understanding that everyone is in this play. So everyone has their own role and everyone has their own life. So there's no comparison now. It's what I have and what my intent is and how I'm working. So it just focuses on myself. So that's a very, very, very beautiful transition, I would say. And the second thing is about Madhvi's question. I felt that it's okay to be how we feel, but as long as we identify, because we are recognizing that we are having the duality, or we are having the two thoughts, as you mentioned earlier. So when we recognize that we are in anger mode, though we probably made a mistake as well. We have gone through that anger mode and we said something, but we reflect, and when it happens second time, we respond in a different way. So I feel this is all a learning curve, and it's okay whatever it happens. But when we identify, when we learn, and when we change change our path, I think that's okay. So it was very, very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank
Morning.
you, Indraji.
Good morning, Rita here. Hi, Rashmi ji.
Mo-
Lovely meditation, and
mo-
I'm most happy to share my perspective with regards to Madhvi ji's question. We are here and we are looking at having a vacation, so automatically there is a conflict of thought, right? My thought approach and my perspective is: where is my power? Where is my control? My control is over myself. My power is over myself. Where is my focus? Where the focus goes, my energy flows. If I'm going to focus on having my holiday in Greece, it's a higher possibility that I'm not in a happy state of just continuing my daily work and enjoying my work, because my mind is already wandered to another la la land in Greece. Bring the mind back. I'm here. I'm completing my work. I know in 3 months from now, I shall be receiving my annual vacation. From there, I know I can book my tickets and take a flight to Greece. I control my mind. The mind wanders. The mind doesn't have power. We have to tame it. This is through experience, and this is what I'm living my life. For those who know, I go by the Instagram. My Instagram it handles your mind mastery, mastering the mind. The mind doesn't know. The mind is a small baby. We have to give it milk and strawberry juice and maybe some yogurt if required. So that's the way I look at it. Just sharing my perspective. And thank you and stay blessed.
Thank you, Rita ji. Thank you for your input. I hope, Madhvi ji, you must have got answer. Any further sharing, masters? If no more sharing, shall we end the session?
Rashmi ji, thanks a lot again. And friends, thanks everyone. And so Nagendra ji's comment, Madhavi ji, is mentioning forget what you thought yesterday, enjoy today. So being in the moment. So thank you. Thanks everyone for the contributions. And friends, I wish you all a wonderful day. And we connect back in the evening with another session. Namaste.